Okay, so I was wrong about some of these couples, or was I? And Chelsea, you're a damn fool. Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole giving you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. And this is my review on Love is Blind, Season 6, Episodes 2 through 5. Okay, so we're pretty much going to finish up on the pods when it comes to the show. And, I'm just going to talk off of the dome. I didn't write any notes because I'm just quite annoyed with this season. From my understanding, there have been better seasons than this one. But we're going to start off with AD confronting Matthew. And Matthew, I don't know at this point if there is something wrong with him on a mental level or he is just doing whatever he could possibly do to look good on TV or to make him be noticeable on TV. Because when AD confronts him about what he said to the other girl, not only did that girl leave because she was so distraught that Matthew was playing games, Matthew's only concern is, I look bad on TV. I just hurt someone's heart on TV. AD, you don't sound the same, so I'm just going to leave. Really? That's your response? Because you got caught in your bullshit. That's just what it is. And so at that point, AD is rolling her eyes and she's annoyed by the situation. So when she goes to Clay, she decides to talk about her situation with Matthew to Clay. And Clay, as arrogant as he is like, I'm sorry. I thought we were here supposed to talk about each other. Who the hell are you talking about? And she's like, Matthew. And he's like, who? Who the hell? He's like, oh, no, not that weird mofo. Like, you will regret dealing with him. So at that point, Clay is upset because, of course, he's probably used to women just constantly being sprung on him and just anything he says or does, they just follow suit. So he's like, you know what? You figure out what the hell you want. Good luck, because I'm the catch over here. I'm the catch. He's not the catch. And quite frankly, I think Clay don't think she's the catch either. So he's like, I'm the catch. You figure out what you want to do. AD is crying her ass off. And she's like, Clay, no, Clay. Girl, stop being dramatic, because at the end of the day, you said you like to be a fix-a-hoe, and that's exactly what you about to get is a fix-a-hoe. Now, if Matthew was actually legit with his feelings and based off of the stuff that he was saying to AD, I still feel like they would have been the better couple versus Clay and AD. But the problem is that everyone wants to be a pick-me on this show. That's just what it is. It's really not about love. It's about being a pick me. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Jimmy and Jessica versus Jimmy and Chelsea. Jimmy's another awkward one where I don't know why he's there, in my opinion. Okay. So the problem is, though, Jessica, yeah, she definitely came on a little strong. She started showing her alpha female dominance and she was getting straight to the point. And you could tell Jimmy is just too passive aggressive for the nonsense. He was getting a little nervous, in my opinion, when he saw how direct Jessica was. But she don't have time to play. She's a single mother. She wants what she wants. So she's like, look, you either take it or leave it. The problem is he wasn't man enough to say, I'm going to take it or leave it. Or, whoa, you're coming off so strong. He was just like, I've never had someone so direct before. I'm so used to leading. Okay, whatever. So at the end of the day, his decision, in my opinion, was very superficial. I don't think it had anything to do with Jessica being direct. In my opinion, it was just simply about having another mouth to feed when it came to her daughter. Well, if that's the case, you should have said it. But the problem is, like so many others on this show, they're so afraid of looking like an asshole on camera when you're still giving asshole, you're just doing it in a passive aggressive way. So overall, Jessica decides to actually give him this letter that she wrote to her future husband years back. And it was a really nice letter. It was beautiful, but he didn't know what to say. It was so awkward. It was so awkward seeing that scene where I was just like, if girl, if you ain't getting the hint that he is just not into you, I I don't know what to say. So he's like, oh well, thank you. This is sweet. But you can tell he's really not feeling it, and he's not feeling it because of what she said. If Jessica didn't have a child, there would be no issues in regards to this. He kept thinking about her daughter. Point blank, period. So at that point, Jessica leaves because she's like, look, damn it, let me know what the hell you want to do. I'm done with this situation. When she gets back to, the women quarters, she finds out that he's feeling another woman, Chelsea. So when he goes to Chelsea, he tells Chelsea, look, I love you. And Chelsea, being so dramatic and so damn insecure, falls to the ground like every other situation. She fell to the ground when he didn't respond the way she wanted him to respond about her being married before. So at that point, I think it was Laura that went to Jessica and was like, I'm telling you right now, Jimmy is not your man. You just may want to leave. I'm telling you, I'm trying to be your friend. Bitch, move on. Pretty much. So Jimmy decides that he wants to marry Chelsea. Bad move. Like I said, I was wrong about some of the picks that I thought they were going to pick each other. But was I really wrong? Because Jimmy says, will you marry me? Chelsea's like, yes. But in my opinion, Chelsea was great with Trevor. So she says yes to Jimmy. And then next thing you know, Trevor comes in and pretty much he's like, I love you. And Chelsea's like, I'm sorry, but just not this time. And Trevor's like, wait a minute. You were the only one I wanted. You were the only option for me. And you mean to tell me you chose a guy who had another option and had you as a possible second option? And so she's quiet, and he was like, so he asked you automatically and you said yes. And she's like, yeah. And he said he was first. If I was first, would you have said yes to me? Crickets. She had nothing to say, which tells you a lot. That if Trevor would have came in there first, she would have said yes to him, because Chelsea is just trying to be picked like so many other people and so many other women on this show. They just want to be selected. And I feel that Chelsea, of course, with that petty women competition thing, she knew that Jimmy actually had another woman he was interested in, and she wanted to be the one who won in the situation. She wanted to be the winner chicken dinner. That's just what it is. So she chose Jimmy and left Trevor heartbroken. I thought Trevor would have been the perfect guy for her. But again, this is the problem with so many people on this show who have their own trauma, their own issues, and even without seeing the person, in my opinion, they still ended up selecting their trauma bond. That's my opinion in the situation. That's what they did. They selected their trauma bond. Sad situation, but it is what it is. Now, who the hell do we have next? Oh, so we have Kenneth and we have Brittany. And so I'm feeling Kenneth and Brittany in this relationship that they have going on. I mean, so far, so good. They seem to be the ones who are evenly yoked in a sense of what they want as far as their beliefs in God and what they want as far as relationships are concerned. But interesting enough, Kenneth says he has never dated a woman outside of his race. Okay. So he's claiming his family doesn't care. He doesn't care. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a I don't care moment, especially if you've never dated outside of your race. Usually, the first time you date outside of your race, it is still going to be awkward, even if you feel like that person is great. So, with that, he is a middle school principal, but he proposes to Brittany. It was quite beautiful. When they saw each other, they seemed like, they had a good bond. They actually look cute together. I mean, so I don't really have anything so far to say about them. They seem to be normal. But we will definitely see once time goes on. But yes, he definitely says, I am definitely going to marry you. So, Jimmy and Chelsea see each other for the first time. And this one I said, girl, you are dumb as hell. He ends up seeing her, and you can tell on his face he's kind of shocked, but not shocked in a good way. He is playing it on for the cameras, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Chelsea's just so happy that she got picked. But he says in his confessional, Chelsea said she looked like Megan Fox. And she don't look like Megan Fox, but it's okay because it's not about the looks. You're a damn lie. Chelsea is not ugly at all whatsoever. But comparing yourself to a celebrity, here's a suggestion. Stop comparing yourself to a celebrity. Just say, I look like me. Don't ever compare yourself to a celebrity. You are going to lose every single time. I don't know if this relationship is gonna last, y'all. I think she would have been better off with Trevor. But we have Amy and Johnny, and I don't really have much to say about Amy and Johnny. I feel like they seem like a decent couple and probably one of the most normal couples we have on the show so far. Okay, I haven't catched up on all the episodes, but so far they seem to be the ones who are really genuinely feeling each other. So Johnny proposes to her. They see each other for the first time. And it seems to be, good vibes. I really don't have anything to say about them. They're actually quite boring, in my opinion. But moving on, we have Laura and Jeremy. And Jeremy was, I think, between Sarah and Laura. And he chooses Laura. I honestly feel like they were boring, so I don't really know if I cared who he chose in that situation. But he does choose Laura. And when they see each other for the first time, it seems to be good vibes. But again, as we know, when the vacation and the wedding part comes, we really get to see if these couples truly feel love is blind. Which, in my opinion, love is not blind. That is clear when we're watching these type of shows. There's always some damn drama. So AD and Clay. So at a certain point, Clay cries with no tears, really, in the man quarters about how, this is the most vulnerable he has been, and he feels like he has to be sensitive or vulnerable to really be able to open up and be in a relationship. So at this point, he decides that he is going to propose to AD, and AD just being happy that she is getting picked. Oh, Clay, I love you, baby. I love you. And they start doing the whole KISSING, and she dropping it like it's hot. And I'm like, what the hell am I looking at here? Am I looking at grown ass people truly understanding that this is a lifelong decision and commitment? Or are we literally on the playground checking off boxes? Do you like me? Yes or no? Like, this is insane. But he ends up proposing to her. They end up meeting. And if I can be honest, I don't think Clay is feeling her. I think Clay is feeling the aesthetics as far as her body and stuff is concerned, because he was like, yeah, let me look at your back. I'm into backs. He definitely is one of those things where I think he's grateful that her body is on point, because one thing about AD, she does have the curve. She has no stomach. She definitely keeps it together for sure. But in my opinion, he kind of looked at her like, okay, this may work. Not, wow, this is my everything, everything I can, envision as far as a woman. He just looked at her like, yeah, this may work. I can fine tune her and make her what I want her to be. But this is a decent start. That's the way he was looking at her, in my opinion, in the situation. So, those are the couples again. So the final picks are AD and Clay, Brittany and Kenneth, Amy and Johnny, Jimmy and Chelsea. Did I say Laura and Jeremy? I think I did. And Laura and Jeremy. So who do I feel is gonna make it? Maybe Amy and Johnny. Maybe Kenneth and Brittany. Those are the only two. The rest of them, hell nah. That's my opinion. But again, I wanted to get through the pods, and then from the pods, we go to the trip and the wedding. What did you guys think about episodes 2 through 5? Do you think they made the right decision, or is this just a bunch of pick-me's and fix-it holes around this bitch? So with that being said, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.